In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to think we need the latest trends for answers. But what if the most effective tools for a calm life come from letters written some 2,000 years ago? In his work, Letters from a Stoic, the philosopher Seneca offered a blueprint for resilience that feels shockingly modern. It seems paradoxical, but these ancient ideas are experiencing a renaissance, and for good reason. The wisdom that shaped emperors is perhaps more relevant now than ever. Admittedly, diving into these letters isn't always easy. Seneca's style can be, let's say, a bit pedantic. Reading them, you can't help but picture his poor friend Lucilius on the receiving end. With a bit of exaggeration, you can imagine him, after yet another lengthy piece of advice, muttering under his breath, "Stop lecturing me, old man." But beyond the formal style lies a powerful truth, one that begins by confronting our greatest anxieties, our fear and our own mortality. This wisdom asks us to make peace with what feels like the ultimate loss of control, to go to bed each night with the thought that we may not wake up, not as something morbid, but as a tool for liberation. Because if we do wake up, the day that follows is a gift, an unexpected bonus. This idea is central to Stoicism, this distinction between what we can influence and what we can't. But it also leads to a profound puzzle, one brilliantly captured in another Stoic work, Epictetus's How to Be Free. And this is where things get tricky. On one hand, Epictetus tells us we can be our own masters, that true freedom comes from worrying only about things we can intentionally change, our thoughts, our judgments, our actions. But on the other hand, he, like other Stoics, accepts the idea of fate, the notion that our life trajectories are essentially set. From one point of view, it feels like a contradiction. It's either one or the other, but it can't be both. Either we are free to forge our own path, or we are following a pre-written script. It's a conflict I've wrestled with. Maybe I'm missing something. Perhaps the answer to this paradox lies back with Seneca. He seems to resolve it by defining exactly where our freedom operates. He forces us to question the very things we think are worth achieving with our freedom. He asks, "Why do you build up and train your physical strength? Nature has given far greater strength to beasts of burden and to predators. Why arrange your hair with such care? Any horse will toss a thicker mane. A more beautiful mane will bristle on a lion's neck. Even if you train your body to its peak, you will never outrun a hare. In this race for physical supremacy, we are destined to lose. We are competing in a game that isn't ours. And maybe this is the point." Seneca continues, "Do you want to set aside these things in which you must fail because you are striving for something that is not yours, and return to your own good? And what is this good? You are a rational creature. What good, then, is truly within you? Perfect reason." And maybe this is the answer to the paradox. Perhaps our path is largely set by fate, but the freedom we have, the human freedom, is to walk that path with perfect reason, to face what comes with a pure and unshakable mind. Our freedom isn't the power to change our destination, but the power to change how we travel. To not be distracted by the race we can't win against animals, but to excel in the one arena that is uniquely ours, our own mind.